Welcome to Adapt and Class. This video is for my TEAS subscribers. 10 questions, high yield, next level TEAS. They are very straightforward. I will give you mnemonic and how to answer them so that it becomes memorable. Get ready. Answer the question on your own, pause it, answer it, and then see the way I'm going to approach it. A cell placed in hypertonic solution will most likely do what? Swell and burst, remain unchanged, shrink, and divide rapidly. Buzzword is what? Hypertonic solution. What happened to hypertonic solution? The concentration is higher than the inside of the cell. It's going to do what? Pull fluid from the cell. Therefore, what is going to happen? The cell is going to shrink. What is your mnemonic? Put down this one. Hypertonic fluid, high outside, and water, therefore, will run towards the hypertonic solution. This is your buzzword. Whenever you see that, hypertonic will shrink the cell. Number one down. Number two, client has damage to the alveoli. Which function is most affected? Protein synthesis, gas exchange, blood clotting, hormone released. Buzzword. The key word in the question is alveoli. Where is the alveoli located? In your lung. What is usually happening in your lung? Gas exchange. It can be protein synthesis. It's not part of the DNA synthesis. Blood clotting. It's not part of the blood. Hormone release. It does not do that. Therefore, the main thing is what? Gas exchange. What should you know? Alveoli is air exchange. Alveoli, air exchange. Alveoli are the primary site of oxygen and CO2 exchange. Number two, buzzwords. Number three, the patient has a low insulin level. Which finding is expected? Which finding is expected? That's the buzzword. Hypoglycemia, hyperglycemia, bradycardia, low potassium. Ask yourself, insulin, it has to be related to some micromolecule. That's all. Insulin and micromolecule. What does insulin do? It pushes glucose inside the cell. If there is no insulin, glucose stay outside the cell. Therefore, if you stay outside the cell, it's going to be higher. Higher means hyper, and hyper is glycemia. Keyword, buzzword, no insulin, sugar does not go in. Sugar remain outside, and therefore your sugar go up. Number two is your right answer. Which structure directly increase surface area for absorption in the small intestine? The structure you're going to pick has to be in the small intestine, and it should have large surface area. Gastric pit is in the intestine. Villi is in the intestine. Alveoli and nephron are different. Alveoli in your lung and nephron is in the kidney. Therefore, you left with 1 and 2. But this one says small intestine. You see, gastric means stomach. Therefore, 1 is wrong. And 3 and 2 is the right answer. So villi is responsible for vacuum for the nutrient, and therefore increases absorption for nutrient. Number 2 is the right answer. A mutation occurred during meiosis. Which outcome is most likely going to happen? Keyword, meiosis lead to variation. We have different kind of people even within the same family due to variation. And meiosis does not produce identical cells and no cell division. Cell division occur and increase ATP production. The right answer, variation. And therefore, meiosis mix things up. Buzzword, meiosis, mix things up. That's all for the TEAS, straightforward and pattern recognition. You don't have to pay attention to any words. The keyword in the question and pattern recognition. Change would most likely occur with sympathetic activation. Buzzword, sympathetic activation. Decrease heart rate, increase digestion, dilated pupil, increase urination. Like I said, this is rapid fire. Pay attention. Sympathetic, fight and flight. That means things are going up. Which of these shows things are going up? Decrease heart rate, you're more relaxed. Increase digestion, you're more relaxed. Even though they say increase, you relax when you're having digestion. You don't like jump around when you're eating. Dilated pupil, you want to run away. You want to figure out what is going on. Your eyes is wide open. When you're peeing, you're more relaxed. Therefore, 3 is the right answer. So stress, see more, you dilated pupil in the sympathetic nervous system. Fight and flight mode. Your heart rate goes up, your digestion goes down. A substance moves across a cell without energy and from high to low. There is no energy. That's the buzzword. Therefore, don't pick an answer that deals with energy. Active transport means active energy, right? Therefore, that is gone. Endocytosis, some form of energy, but most of the time, no energy. But what is the problem? From concentration of higher to the lower, then downgoing. Downgoing is diffusion. Diffusion, downhill, no energy. Downhill, no energy. So passive movement down gradient is diffusion. Number 8, which blood vessel type is most specialized for gaseous exchange? Which blood vessel is most specialized for gas exchange of nutrient and waste? Pay attention. Exchange of nutrient. Arterial, bring the blood. Veins, take it away. Venous, connect the veins together. And therefore, capillary is what you left with. It's the main area you exchange, you take things. Capillary, connect, and exchange. That's all. These thin blood vessels allow diffusion between blood and tissue. What is your score so far? I want to know. Put it in your comment and where you're watching from. 8 questions so far. How did you do? Like I said, pause each video, put your answer choice, and let me know. A decrease in pH indicates a solution is becoming more what? Basic, acidic, neutral, or stable. There is a relationship between acidic and pH. If your pH goes up, your acidity do what? Think about it. If your pH goes up, your acidity decreases. When your pH go down, your acidity goes up. Therefore, our pH is going down, our acidity is going to increase. Therefore, we're going to have number 2 is our right answer. In basic form, your pH is high. In neutral, pH is normal. And the last question. Which organelle will be most affected if protein production stop? This is high-level thinking. You have to pick an answer that is deal with protein production. Mitochondria is energy. Ribosome is protein. Lysosome break things up. Golgi is package thing. Therefore, which one will be affected? Ribosome. The key word is no ribosome, no protein. 10 questions. I yield this practice test for you to master and pass. Pay attention. Pattern recognition. If you like this video, click on the button there, subscribe for more content. But I have 10 videos on this to help you. They are high yield, straightforward 10 questions that you can master them. 10 videos to pass your tests. Take care of yourself and bye.